Artists, listen up. Super T Sigma of Sigma Programming. Artists, there's a difference between hip hop and the hip hop game. There's a difference between those two right there. Hip hop and the hip hop game. This extends to all things because hip hop, the acronym is Here Are People, Here Are Purpose. Here is purpose, here is people. Hip hop. HIPHOP. Understanding these two differences will let you know where the authenticity is in this craft for real. I'm going to speak through the lens of hip hop, and I'll say this. The talent is real, whether it goes into just the artist who's performing, or the writers, or the producers, executive producers, all hands on deck that go into making an industry entity. The talent is there. There's folks that have PhDs, master's degrees, and I'm sure even medical degrees, even at the MD level, going into musicality. Oh yeah, R&B groups like Tower of Power, they did their thing in the 70s mostly. They had like 5 guys on their team who all had PhDs in music, PhDs and doctorates and all that good stuff. I mean, they went all the way. Wherever you could go, I'm talking about like after you graduate, after the bachelor's, like another 8 years of school level of extensive knowledge and intensive knowledge. Now, hip hop, what goes into the industry on the inner mechanics of it that makes the machine really, really work is that it is high levels of education. Make no mistake about it. Do not be fooled by the artists you see and whatever like levels of lack of education they have to display. There's somebody with all the education that's in charge of a person displaying lack of education. Yeah, I'll repeat it for you. There's folks with all the education who are responsible for showing the people in front of us that show a lack of education. Yep. So it's brilliant geniuses who are responsible, allegedly, for putting ignorance out there. People with all the intelligence. And you ask why? Anything will sell if you push it hard enough and push it long enough. Anything will sell. It's all programming. Just over and over and over and over and over. Repetition. Programming. It's not that humans have a taste for ignorance. They don't. They don't. Don't fall for that trap either to say, oh, we just consumers of junk food content. That's all people have a taste for. No, it's not. That's just the dominant thing of what's being pushed to people. It's not that they hunger for it. Ain't nobody thinking about a cheeseburger all day, every day. It's pumping through the vents when they drive by. So even if their eyes, their ears, their heart, and their mind ain't on it, their nose is going to be on it because their nose work. That's how that is. So appealing to the senses and sensuality is not so much about sexuality. Sensuality just pertains to the senses. Anything you can feel, see, hear, touch, taste, it's going to be presented in hip-hop in the industry. But only to a certain degree. And again, I have to go back over this again. The dark trinity of hip-hop, the big 3, sex, money, and drugs is I don't care who you are. If you're going to get into the industry, you coming out like that. You're going to come out like that. Even if you gospel. Yep. You'll see. Yeah, you think it's going to be about you being soldiers at the cross and Calvary and all of that. You ain't about to do none of that in the studio. They ain't dropping no Calvary stuff. It's going to be more about how you blessed with a house, how you held on to God, it's going to be more programming, more subjugation. And I know this sounds a little antagonistic, and I usually am a lot more neutral on this stuff. But I do want to point some things out. And if anybody's concerned on whether or not I straddle the fence as a content creator, no, I'm not straddling the fence. I want to consider all perspectives, but I do want to continue to hammer home the discrepancy, or I should say the contrast, between industry entertainment and entertainment. Both people are gifted, so let's not take God's blessing off of stuff. Yup, the folks If somebody can rap real nice and they rap real fast and it sound real good, even if they ain't talking about nothing, they gifted. They gifted. If they know how to just make sound effects that make you feel something, they gifted. You know, don't just automatically say they under the power of the devil. No, that whole power of the devil thing is a lot more mechanistic than spiritual. There's a lot of things that go in it. You know, what are the A&Rs for? What are the stylists for? You know, why are the artists having to have a certain look when they get in the industry? Why they can't have their own look? Why they can't look like what they was when they got signed? Why isn't that good enough? Why can't I just come out of work and go straight to the stage, which is what I did in my hip hop career many times. In my early years when I was performing in my teens and 20s. Yeah, I would come right out of work, fresh from a clerical office job, doing customer service, answering 150 phone calls a day of irate customers, making complaints, and I'm being as ginger as Miss Nanny on the telephone. I'm sounding smooth, man. I'm sounding like Girl 6 on them. I'm smooth, man. And I go ahead and I drink my water, I drink my coffee all day. I'm on time, I'm never late, I'm always doing above and beyond with no problem. It's just the disciple that I am. You know what I mean? I'm not asking, you know, for nothing other than what I'm getting paid and if I'm putting in more time, overtime. But other than that, no, because that was a part of the industry. And I felt like I was naturally a part of what you call the working world. So why can't I go and entertain in the working world sort of way? I didn't enter the industry. I was on the edges of the industry and constantly recruited at different times by the industry, but I knew enough not to enter the industry. I don't want to enter anything where you got anything set aside for me. No styles, no clothing. Nope, don't give me no clothes. Nope, don't give me no cars. Don't give me no houses. Don't give me no women. Don't give me no stacks of money. Don't give me no smoke. Don't give me no chains. Don't give me no Yeezys. Don't give me no Off-White. Don't give me no Cardis. Don't give me no YSL. Don't give me no Gucci. Don't give me no Louis. Don't give me, you know what I mean? Nah. Let me wear what I think is balling. Let me wear my $150 Van Heusen shirt that I'm gonna wear for 25 years because it ain't gonna destroy. It's real fabric. It's not for style points. It's for you being able to buy a shirt once for 25 years. Yeah, there's a good way to spend money on luxury brands, but you gotta really be realistic about the practicality of it. You know, if I'm gonna get a sweater that's gonna be $400, $500, and I bought Coogee before, but I wore it for 15 years straight, and I'm wearing it too. I don't play. I dress up like an artist, so it ain't even about swag with me. If it matching it look good, that's good. But I'm coming from it from an artist perspective. Yeah, it's cool that, you know, people admire a person being able to coordinate their gear well. That's dope. I appreciate the validation that it comes with. But because I was a kid who always liked to draw and always drew different outfits and all of that kind of stuff, just naturally I was expressing that. So it felt good to dress that way. And there was no particular price tag that I was drawing on all my clothing at 9. It wasn't like I was drawing a boot and putting a price tag on the side of it that said, yeah, these are $1,000. No, I was just drawing a picture of a man wearing red boots with a red, white, and blue windbreaker. You know what I mean? With a dark blue t-shirt and some dark blue jeans. That's fly. Jacket like $100. You know, the t-shirt is what a t-shirt costs, like $15, $20, maybe even $25, $35, like for the sense of durability and non-fading of the colors. See, all of this is the difference between the hip hop and the hip hop industry. The hip hop as an art form and hip hop as an industry. You know, you'll try to buy the same color jacket, same kind of style, and you spending like 5, 6, 7 racks on it. Look, I'm not here to watch your pockets, but what I am saying is, though money like that can work for you, $3,000, $4,000, if you're gonna spend that on a jacket, you could put that in a AA mutual bond fund. That, you know what I mean, if you work it right, put enough down, you know, that account will be yielding in a way where you be making like maybe $25,000 a year. It don't sound like nothing, but since y'all want to blow all of this money, do that 4 times in 4 different accounts and see if you don't come up with $250,000 in 2.5 years. I did the math already. You don't have to. See, there's a difference between hip hop and the hip hop industry. You could dress good, you could look good. I've been to parties, man. I've been to parties wearing Kenneth Cole dress shirts and you know what I mean, getting more love than everybody who came in with the Gucci belt, everybody who came in with the Louis belt, everybody who came in with the aviator shades. You know what I mean? There's folks wearing you know what I mean, $4,000 or $5,000 glasses on their face. You know what I mean? I would get all the smiles and all the winks and all the good conversation with some sunglasses that I done bought at the gas station that ain't even aligned right on the ears, and still get crazy love, because it ain't about what the label is, it's about how you look. Labels create labels. That's what the industry is about, labels creating labels. If you just up there looking good, you looking good, it ain't nothing. You think those folks really cared what Ghostface and Capadonna had on in the videos? They didn't care. They were just like, yo, you see how you put that purple and white striped shirt with the purple Kangol hat, you know what I mean? Yeah, the Kangos ain't gonna cost you an arm and a leg, even the official ones. It ain't gonna kill you. It ain't gonna kill you. I mean, hey, with the kind of numbers they was doing, they was rocking ostrich and all that, but you ain't gotta rock ostrich. Some terry cloth, man, get that terry cloth. I'm a Macy's employee that got upgraded into the polo division. I was assistant shop manager, man. So, gear is a real thing. And believe me, even though I bought, like even though the last time I shopped was 2007 and it was all Macy's, man, it was like 98% clearance rack, man. I went straight to the clearance rack. Absolutely. I don't care about buying something out of season. If it looked good, it looked good. And even before that, I still wasn't trying to go crazy I was going crazy now buying a whole bunch of them, Polos and Nauticas and Tommies and all that. But I wasn't doing it because I want to get the most expensive thing out there. Nah, I'm good. You keep the Jordans, you keep the J's. I need about 4 or 5 pair of Uptowns to go with these outfits. I was like that, Nah. For those Jordans, that's 2 pair of Timbs that I could wear in rain, hail, sleet, or snow. Nah, I need my Timbs. Those boots survive weather. If I'm in trouble and gotta walk somewhere in inclement terrain, I ain't in danger of stretching a doggone groin, stepping in some smooth $300 shoes, $300 kicks. Nah. There's a difference between hip-hop and the hip-hop industry. And we just talking about clothes right now. I'm going to just go ahead and do a part 2 when we get to this whole MCing thing. For sure. Yeah, we're going to do a part 2. So, Super T Sigma Programming. Y'all stay up. I'm going to catch up with you in a minute.